everyone! Today I'd like to talk about stem cell donation and a wonderful UK charity called Anthony Nolan. I'm currently in the process of signing up to the stem cell donor register, and today I have received my swab kit. And this swab kit will tell them everything they need to know about my eligibility for being a donor to some people who really need stem cells. So today I'm inviting you along to watch me do my swab kit and just to let you see what is involved in this process. So I hope you enjoy. So step 1 of my swab test is open this bag. And it says on the back here, give me a pull if you're a lifesaver. And hopefully I will be.
And pause. Hi everyone, it's Kate from the future here. I noticed that I'm saying the word swab quite a lot in this video, and I just wanted to confirm that I am actually using the wrong terminology there. What I should be saying is spit kit. I just wanted to make that clear so that nobody's getting confused, and the reason why it's called a spit kit will be made clear if you keep on watching this video. Thanks everybody, and pause.
Inside the bag, there is some important information for me to read. There's a jiffy bag to send back my swab kit. This is the swab test itself. And they've kindly also sent me some tea bags. Also within this information, they've sent me a little card, and this is to say if I've changed my mind about joining the register. And if you do change your mind about joining the register, after you've requested one of these kits, please send it back to them because they can use that for somebody else. It costs them quite a lot of money to send these out, so if you don't want to join, that's totally fine. That's totally your decision, but do let them know and do send it back to them so that they can send it to somebody who might need it. Okay, time to read some instructions. So firstly it says, don't eat, drink, smoke or chew gum for at least 30 minutes before you give your saliva sample. And I know I haven't, so I'm good to go on that. Check that your name and town on the tube label are correct. If they're not, give us a call. Yes, they're correct. On the tube label, write the date and time that you're providing the sample. So today is the 30th of July. And the time is 4:20 apparently. Spit following the instructions on the inside of the saliva kit lid. I need to fill in between these lines in my saliva kit so that they have enough to do a sample. Here we go. This is probably a bit disgusting, so I am sorry in advance. I'll try and make this as ladylike as possible. Okay, so my spit is now in this tube. I had a little panic there that I'd maybe provided too much saliva, but now that I check, what I gave was totally fine. So the next thing I need to do is hold the tube upright with one hand and close the funnel lid with the other hand. So that's this thing up here. There we go. The tinted liquid in the lid will be released into the tube to mix with the saliva. Make sure that the lid is closed tightly. Well, judging by that pop, I think we're okay. Hold the tube upright and unscrew the funnel from the tub. There we go. Use the small cap to close the lid tightly. That's this one here, and it was provided in this box. So just put that on the top there. And shake the capped tube for 5 seconds. And there we go, that's my sample. And then it just says, discard or recycle the funnel. And that was the bit of plastic that I had there a minute ago. Once you've given your sample, put it into the bio bag and seal it. That's my sample in the bio bag. And then I place it into the padded envelope provided and pop it in the post. So this is the padded bag here, and that's me done. So you may be wondering, what made me want to be a stem cell donor? It was actually the story of a little girl called Ava Stark. And Ava is a little girl from Scotland, and unfortunately she's not very well, and she's going to need a stem cell transplant to get better. Ava's family and Anthony Nolan have searched all over the world for a stem cell donor who can help Ava, and they found one person who was able to help, but unfortunately they've had to back out of the process and the transplant won't be going ahead now. Ava's story got me thinking, what if I was that one person who was able to change the life of somebody like Ava? And what if the only thing that stopped me from donating is that I didn't know I could help? That's when I realised it was important for me to join Anthony Nolan's register, or even any register that's similar that exists, because that means I'm at least getting the chance to help. The process is a lot simpler than I thought it was. I thought that donating stem cells or donating bone marrow was a lot more complicated than it actually is, and now that I've educated myself, I cannot wait to be able to go on that register and potentially help somebody. If you're watching this video, there's a couple of things that I would love for you to do. Firstly, I would love it if you could educate yourself on the process of stem cell donation, and maybe even consider becoming a donor yourself if you're eligible. I'm going to put some details in the description, not only of Anthony Nolan, but also of Bone Marrow Donors Worldwide, which is a worldwide organisation that keeps lists of all the different registers and lets you know about the ones in your area. There's more than one in the UK as well, so if you're not eligible to join Anthony Nolan, maybe consider the other ones too. The other thing that I would like everybody to do is to start talking about stem cell donation more. I wasn't on the register for 9 years because I didn't know the facts, and there's maybe more people out there who, like me, would be quite happy to donate, but they don't know what it involves. Let's get some conversations started, let's debunk the myths that people are hearing, and maybe we'll save some lives. There's just one more final thing I'd like to talk about before I end this video. Every time Anthony Nolan adds a new donor to the register, it costs them £60. And personally, I would like to try and make that £60 back for them. I've set up a Just Giving page that will receive donations on behalf of Anthony Nolan, and if anybody would like to donate to that, that would be absolutely amazing. So please consider donating to that, or if you're not in the UK and would prefer to donate to a charity that affects people in your area, please consider looking up on Bone Marrow Donors Worldwide to see what organisations are in your area. Thank you very much, everybody. If you have any comments, please put them down below, and I hope to hear from you. Cheerio!